Hey everyone, it's Jen with Timeline Tarot. This is your sneak peek for 2026. Each of the zodiac signs will have their own video. I've set the intentions to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. So I do encourage you to view all 4 of them. If you're not sure what your placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. I will be doing more in-depth quarterly readings for members of the Time Travelers program. And if you don't know what that is or you'd like to become a member, you can also find more information about that in the description box. Remember, these are general collective readings, not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that don't fully resonate, and if that happens, it's okay. It just means that one message is meant for someone else. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't, and be sure to check out your other placements. With all of that said, let's begin. Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. This is your sneak peek for 2026. So let's see what your overall energy is. What is the overall energy for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements for 2026? What is the overall energy for the Leo collective? We'll get one more shuffle. Thank you. Your overall energy for the year is peace. Card number 23. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 is all about change. So maybe this year will be a little bit more peaceful for you than last year was. There's also an egg on the card. So there could be something new hatching, whether that is pregnancy for some of you or for your partners, or you're hatching some new idea. Could be a new relationship, maybe even a financial goal here. So we'll see what we get. And then you have Never Ending Story, card number 37. I feel like the never-ending story is coming to an end because 37, 3 plus 7 is 10. So it looks like a chapter is closing out and you're birthing a new chapter in some aspect of your life. Again, we'll clarify with tarot to get more info for you. So in regards to love and romance now for the Leo collective, and I will pull cards for those of you who are single or going through a difficult relationship at this time, and also those for you looking for new love as well. Overall energy for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements when it comes to, oh, look how that skipped that way. Okay, when it comes to love and romance, I look at everything in a reading as a message, so I'll keep that in mind. I heard not doing that again. So not repeating maybe the same mistake again or the same pattern, or maybe not going back to the same person. For those of you where you were continually returning to someone in your life. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. And at the bottom of the deck, you have success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Some of you will have an ex this year that will be envious of your new relationship. Or maybe your person's ex will be jealous of the two of you. Again, we'll see what we get in tarot. For career and finance for the Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the overall energy for career and finance for the Leo collective? One more shuffle. Thank you. We have Tower. This is a good tower. This is increased earning potential, building a business. Some of you are going to hatch a new business or maybe expand the current one that you have. Sound decision. This is power. This is a stable source of income after maybe an unstable source of income. And then you have abundance, easy money, divine intervention. This could be light work. Some of you could be tarot readers, or maybe you're into Reiki or some type of spiritual healing. For others of you, this could be work in regards to like air, or maybe even like the travel industry. So I don't know if some of you maybe work for an airliner. We'll see where we go with that. Let's clarify this now for the Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. We are clarifying peace. Card number 23, envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. And then we have the Tower card. Let's see what this is. Justice in the upright. I'm just going to take that as a little bonus there for you. Okay, tell me more about this for the Leo collective for 2026. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Sun. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles. And we have the Page of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Star, The Five of Swords, there's that envy. We'll see what that's all about. And the Page of Cups, for most of you, it's in regards to something new here in your life this year again, whether that's career and finance or love and romance. We'll see what we get. The Hierophant, the Lovers, the King of Wands, there you are, and the Knight of Cups right behind that. Okay, let's begin to clarify. So this year, it looks like you are moving. And I don't mean that in terms of relocation, although maybe it's possible for one or two of you watching, but this seems to be moving forward into the sun, into peace, into warmth, into happiness. A state of being that is a bit more tranquil, brighter, lighter, happier, and even more financially abundant than 2025 was for you. This seems to be a breakthrough year here for the Leo collective. The Three of Wands astrologically is the sun in Aries. So we're moving forward into the sun. I like this. Tell me about that sun card there for Aries, for Leo, for their overall energy. Maybe some of you have high Aries placements, since I just slipped that out there. For Leo, why is the sun card here? One more shuffle. Thank you. You have the Two of Cups. You have the King of Wands. I'm sorry, King of Swords. And you have the Eight of Cups. Bottom of the deck, you have Temperance. Tell me about the Three of Wands. Tell me about the Three of Wands. I think there is a connection here in your life that you are choosing to leave in the past. I do not see you revisiting this connection in 2026, whether that is professional, platonic, or romantic. Tell me about the Three of Wands. This is moving forward. It's like you're making the decisive decision here. I want to be happy. I want peace in my life. I'm not returning to this never-ending story with this individual, whoever they are. And I'm moving forward without them. Three of Wands. One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have the Nine of Wands, you have the Six of Pentacles, and you have the Nine of Cups. Well, Eight of Cups is a card of movement. And typically when we move on from the Eight of Cups, our hope is to find the Ninth Cup. And it looks like you are finding the Ninth Cup this year. You have 10 of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. So you're definitely leaving something or someone behind, whether that is a job, a friend, a family member, a lover that you've had. You know, I feel for some of you, this never-ending story, I think it is ending. And if you have ended this connection in 2025, I do not see you revisiting it in 2026. What seems to be your goal here this year is happiness and emotional stability, as well as financial stability. There's also a feeling here of grit and determination when it comes to starting something new, whether that's a creative endeavor or a new business or expanding a current business that you have. There's some project or goal here, and it's like you are laser focused on being successful with that one thing. Okay. So your overall energy looks fantastic, and whatever this never-ending story is, it looks like you've closed a chapter on that, or will be closing the chapter in 2026. Now, when it comes to love, you have envy. I'm the same as everybody else, but with different challenges. And then you have success. I know that there's no greater goal than to love. Tell me about this Queen of Swords energy here for the Leo collective. Notice, I don't know if you were able to see that in the camera because of the distance, but when I just cut your deck, I had the cards face up. For those of you, if you're currently in a connection, I'm not talking about maybe someone that you left behind, but let's say you started off the year and you have a relationship in your life. Maybe there's been some struggles. All relationships have them, but you are determined to make it successful, and so is your person. It looks like this year you're turning over a new leaf. Notice those three piles were all face up. So in that respect, again, it's not that you're a make up, breakup kind of couple. This is like we're revamping the relationship this year. For others of you, you are entering a new connection this year, and this person, it's almost like they're what you see is what you get, like face value. All those cards came up like that. I do think this will be a successful relationship for you. What do we have on that Queen of Swords? We have the Six of Wands. Successful. You have the Hermit and you have the High Priestess. Wow, this is quite the spiritual connection here. For me as a reader, it's different for all tarot readers, but I typically see the Hermit as divine masculine energy and the High Priestess as divine feminine energy, spiritually speaking. Emperor, Empress seems to be more in the 3D, but this is a very, very strong spiritual connection. So again, this is either your current connection, and you'll know because it's a strong one. People are probably envious or jealous of it. You've had a tremendous amount of success in this relationship. It's like you're starting something new this year together. Maybe you're planning to have a child, could be adoption, fostering. This is growth and an existing healthy relationship between two spiritual counterparts. For those of you who are single, this is someone new now entering your life. Again, as I say in all readings, I could tell you 100 times you're going to meet someone new, but if you don't leave your house or make yourself vulnerable to engage online or quality dating apps or services, or like I said, getting out into the world to meet people, you can have 1,000 tarot readers tell you you're going to meet someone this year, but if you don't leave your house for 365 days, your odds of meeting this person are 0. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Tell me about this Page of Pentacles with that egg card, which does kind of mention fertility. This would be a change in the dynamic of your family structure. Yes, for some of you, this very well could be a new child, new grandchild, new great-grandchild. Tell me more about that Page of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Tower. I don't think you see this coming. So for some of you, this would be like an unplanned pregnancy for you or your partner. Last minute, let's build our family and maybe foster or adopt. That's kind of the feeling here if I look at that page as a child. And then I see that egg card. So this would be either, like I said, spontaneous conception. Spontaneous. Yes, immaculate conception here. No, it would be like an unplanned pregnancy. And for others of you, I don't want to call it last minute, but there's this feeling of like we have finally arrived. Maybe we own our own home. We're feeling more structured or grounded as a couple. And there could be something here about wanting to welcome in someone new into the family through adoption or foster services. For those of you where you are single like a Pringle, you're ready to mingle, you're not interested in that person, if that's what that was for you that you left behind, it looks like you have someone new. This person is in fact single. They are not attached to anyone. This relationship can move very quickly for you. It could just be like within a matter of months, you're moving in with them or they are moving in with you. Be cautious with that. I do think energetically speaking, we have success here. There's envy here though, perhaps from your ex or theirs. Could also be family and friends of yours. If you have any frenemies, I would be mindful that there might be some envy there that you have found. This is a great match, the Hermit to the High Priestess. Tell me a little bit more. You know what? Afterwards, I'll pull separate cards for those of you in a current connection and then for those of you where it's a new connection. How about we do that? And then we'll delve a little bit more into envy to see who or what may be jealous of your relationship. Let's focus on finances right now. King of Pentacles to the Page of Swords. Yeah, for some of you this year, you are either looking for another job and you're successful in finding it. This definitely could be advancement, notification, or communication from your existing employer about some type of advancement here. I don't feel like it's a bonus. I feel like this would be like an actual promotion or put in charge of a large project or possibly even like maybe you're being made a department head. The King of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, but in this deck, I always see it as just being Taurus energy because of the two bullheads up here on top of the throne or the chair that the king is sitting on. So I feel like this is solid. You know, Taurus is fixed earth energy. So I feel like if this is a new job, it's in your life for quite some time. If this is a promotion within an existing company, it's yours. It's not something that is temporary or fleeting with that fixed Taurian energy there. If you're possibly inquiring this year to open up your own business or launch some kind of project, could involve speaking or writing even, it will be very successful. Tell me about that King of Pentacles energy. One more shuffle. Thank you. 10 of Cups, the 4 of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, the Lovers. It'll be your choice. You know, if you want to leave your current place of employment and find something new, maybe you're no longer satisfied at the job that you're at. Maybe it's one of those jobs where you love what you do, but not who you do it for, or vice versa. If you make the decision to look for another job, I do think that you find a very solid job. And it looks like there's some type of like upper level management or status or title to this job. But again, it's your choice to look for it and it's your choice to apply for it. But with that Knight of Cups, it's like an offer does come in within 1 month of you looking for a job. And then the Two of Wands behind that, you'll have a decision to make if you want to move forward. And the Fool card, if you want to move forward with the new job position. If you're looking to start your own business this year, this looks great. I think you've sat on it up for a long time. That Four of Cups tells me your feeling here is like, I don't want to miss the opportunity. So at some point this year, if you have already been contemplating opening up your own business, it looks like you're acquiring or gathering information. If you're writing, it looks like you're wrapping up some kind of writing project. And then it's almost like then you're like ready to present it to the world. It's like you're handing over your efforts to the world for public consumption, public purchase. If you currently have a business, at some point around April or May, you may decide to change it up a bit. There's some new idea here that you're going to have in order to try to increase your profits or maybe even your profit margin. Tell me more about that Page of Swords. Finances look fantastic this year. Tell me about that Page of Swords. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Page of Swords is clarified by the Ten of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Three of Swords to the World card. To the Ace of Wands. It's very possible for some of you, if you're at a job and that's the feeling here, I love what I do, but not, who I do it for, or vice versa. I do see you applying for jobs within 1 month of putting out your resumes and applications. There's a new job offer. I'm not sure how well your current place of employment will take your leaving, but it does look like you're going for the Ace of Wands. I'm going to caution some of you with the Seven of Swords to the Seven of Cups. Be very mindful that if you're in a position at your current place of employment where you can't take it anymore, don't be so quick to quit. Even though you have another job opportunity, there's something here about don't be so quick to quit. Don't be so quick to quit. I don't know why that is. That would be a very specific message for someone watching. So in other words, secure a job first before closing it out, as opposed to closing it out and then waiting for the new job to come in, because there could be some financial heartbreak. So what is that saying? You don't want to cut your nose off to spite your face if you're looking for a new job opportunity. Okay, thanks for that extra clarification there. So if you're looking for work, this is the year to look for. But again, be responsible. Don't leave your current place of employment. If you have been really putting in the elbow grease to launch your own business, this is the year that you do it. The financial reward is slow for the first 2 years. Don't give up on it. And don't overwork yourself either. Don't think, well, if I work, 7 days a week, I'll make the money faster. There's something here about like, if you go too fast to make the money and you end up working, and I know what it's like when you work from home and you work for yourself, it's very easy to fall into 10, 12-hour days, but there's something here of the love that you have for this might dissipate over that time, and then it no longer becomes a job that you love to do. So there's something like that, like don't rob yourself of the joy of being your own entrepreneur, being an entrepreneur, being self-employed, being your own business owner. Don't try to do too much too soon. The money will come within 2 years. Yeah, the money will come within 2 years. I think if you go too fast, you end up regretting it. It's almost like, I don't know, it's like a distaste in my mouth, like something metallic right now. I think you end up falling out of love with the job. If you're currently a business owner, there's some new idea here that comes in. Maybe you're not happy with the financial rewards. It looks like April, May at the latest, you're going to revamp the business. So it looks like the first 4 months of the year, you might be inquiring, trying to get more information here on how to lighten your load. So how to maximize profits without maximizing the amount of work. So let's say for some of you, you're currently a business owner and you're like, I'm putting in 80 hours a week. And that's a lot, but that's typical of an entrepreneur, of a business owner. You might start feeling very exhausted if you're not already. So there could be something here of trying to learn something new just to make your job a little smoother, just so it can run a little bit better, be a little better balanced. So maybe some of you will incorporate some kind of AI or chat GPT or editing programs or whatever it is that you use. It looks like there could be some benefits here to looking at technology to lighten your load for those of you where you are business owners. I want to take a look at that star, the Five of Swords and the Page of Cups, because whether we're looking at that in regards to love or maybe like this new job or your current business, expanding or something like that, there's envy here. So you have someone already in your energy, whether you realize it or not, who will be jealous in 2026 of your success, whether that's in love and romance, career and finance, could even be both for some of you. So I feel like this is something you don't see coming. Or maybe you're not fully aware of the extent. So let me pick these cards up. Yeah. I want to look into that, and then we'll get more into your love relationship. Tell me more about that Five of Swords. What does that have to do with envy? Because that star card is like success. That's somewhat of a wish fulfillment, or you're on track towards that. This is justice. Your life is very peaceful, very balanced out this year. I don't want to give you false hope. I'm not telling you you won't have difficult days. But I just feel like, I don't know, I think whatever you cleared up here with that other individual, or you will be clearing up this year, it looks like you're restoring some type of karmic balance in your life by ending that situation, environment, or connection. Tell me about the Five of Swords here. What is this all about? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Five of Swords is clarified by Temperance, Ace of Cups, which is what the Page is holding, and the Emperor. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Pentacles. It could be family for some of you. So I guess if at the time of this reading you're like, oh, I have a good idea who that is, okay, great. If not, I'm going to try to get you some zodiac signs here, but you definitely have someone here who's either not happy for your relationships stabilizing, or a new stable relationship coming into your life, or some financial growth. There's someone here, I think they're linked to your past in that Five of Cups. It's almost like they still watch you from afar. They still think about you. They still energetically draw on you. This is someone with some type of remorse or regret. They could be a Taurus. I just saw the Hierophant card. It's like it's kind of like you're bossing up this year, to be quite honest with you. And there's these new opportunities, and it looks like you're seizing the day. Tell me more about this person. So far we see they could be an Aries. We have Sagittarius, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Although I feel like the star and the Page of Cups is like you and whatever this new fresh start here is for you. So I wouldn't even use those signs, to be quite honest. Like if this were my reading right now, I would say Sagittarius or Aries. Can I have anything else descriptive for this individual or these people? You know, the Five of Swords does show three people. Anything else Leo needs to know about this person or these people? One more shuffle. Look at that. It's like they're watching you reach for your star. See here in the star card, it's like you're looking up, you're reaching for your wish fulfillment, and this person's like looking back the way the cards are laid out. And then we saw that Five of Cups where they're observing you from afar. Some way, somehow, this person keeps check on you. I'll try to get a yes or no if this is a frenemy. I think for some of you, it might be an ex. Anything else Leo needs to know about this person? One more shuffle. Thank you. Just want to fix that card. We have the Hangman. That's Piscean energy. 10 of Pentacles and 7 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups. I have to get a yes or no on this soulmate here, if this is someone currently in your life or if this is an ex. This is a okay, so I'm just going to throw some things out. This is someone who's been in your life for a long time. This is someone who you possibly were married to or wanted to be married to. Behind in this photo is a tower. I feel like you're rebuilding yourself this year. Oh, and you got the Tower card, which looks like the Eiffel Tower. So there's something here where you're like rebuilding yourself from something that broke down in your life. Whoever this person is, They are jealous of all of this growth. Look at the Seven of Cups, like the arms are wide open. It's like they're jealous of all of this growth or expansion or forward movement, options, choices, dreams coming true. So this person is very jealous of your growth this year. Anything else to denote who this person is? Anything else? Who is this person? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Some of you are writing something. I have the Page of Swords. I just caught my eye. The feather is like a feather. You know, what do they call that? Like the feather ink pens. There's a name for it, but it escapes me right now. Anything else you need to know about this person? Two of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Three of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Pentacles to the Eight of Cups. This is someone you walked away from. Queen of Wands here. You walked away from this person, or they walked away from you. They're part of your past. I don't believe that this is someone who's in your life. This is like a friend or family member that you have distanced yourself from greatly, or it's an ex-lover. And if it's an ex-lover, it's possibly someone who had you in a third party. This is someone, if given the opportunity, would like to come back into your life. But I'm not necessarily sure with that Envy card and the Five of Swords if that would be a good thing for you. Can we just get 3 cards of advice and then we'll hop into love for you? 3 cards of advice for Leo with this person this year. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice on this. Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and the Two of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Six of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, and 10 of Cups. I feel like this... Oh, that's weird. I feel like this person would... I heard cramp your style. I haven't said that phrase in 20 years, so maybe somebody watching says that. I feel like if you wanted to connect with this person, because I do think over the course of this year, this person will attempt to communicate with you. Whether this is text messages, hey, I heard about this, right? I heard you met a new person, or I heard you got engaged, or I heard about your business. That's kind of what it seems like. I get the feeling here with that Knight of Pentacles, it's sporadic. You know, you get a little message here, and then maybe a month or two later, there's like another message and another message. That Two of Swords card tells me that, you know, the Two of Swords astrologically is the moon in Libra. And I have 2 decks, or I have 3 moonology decks, but I just pulled this out for the Pisces reading. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it, but there are 2 new moon. There's a new moon and a full moon in Libra cards in this deck. And one of them says a new romantic cycle begins. And the other one says a win-win outcome is forecast. So the feeling that I get here, I was trying to find it to show you. Oh, there it is. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. I'm pretty sure the other one, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Win-win outcome is forecast. I think the other one is a new romantic cycle begins. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'm pretty sure that's what it says. Yeah, I thought I could find it easier, but I cleansed and shuffled the deck after the Pisces reading. But anyway, I assure you that's what those cards say. So I feel like this person's finding out about either a new relationship or your current relationship, like I was saying, the one that you're currently in, like you're not leaving, it's not topsy-turvy, and it's expanding, like maybe you're getting married, you're getting engaged, getting married, moving in together, something like that. I just feel like the messages here are sporadic in regards to a new cycle or possibly a new relationship in your life, or your current relationship expanding in some way. But with that Two of Swords being a win-win outcome is forecast, I feel like you are fully capable in determining like how you want to handle this person. Some of you are not going to respond. You might actually just block that person. I don't think you're going to give them anything. For others of you, you will, I get the feeling here like you will talk to them a little bit, but you won't tell them too much because of what they did in the past, so you can't trust them. So let's say for some of you, this is your sibling, okay? It's your sibling. You don't really talk to them anymore. You've drastically reduced communication, or maybe you blocked them out. It's only an example. but they're still connected to you through family, and they hear you're pregnant, or your partner is pregnant, or you met a new person, you know what I mean? Or you launched your business or whatever. I feel like those are like the sporadic messages, like, hey, talk to mom, and they said blah, blah, blah. Oh, I ran into cousin Sophie, and she said da, da, da. Some of you may not want to engage in the conversation. Others of you will, because of that familial like connection. But it's only like they're on a need to know basis, because basically they're sort of persona non grata to you. Like they're not, you're not really warm and welcoming to this person because of whatever betrayal or whatever they did here in the past. So yeah, some of you will choose not to engage with this person, whoever they are, and others of you will just give them a little bit because you have to. Like, I don't know, I get this feeling like, I don't know, it could be like the parent of your child, right? You're divorced. So maybe, the kid goes over to see their other parent. They're like, hey, mom met this person. Dad is now dating this person. That's the feeling, like, well, I got to tell them a little bit because we have a kid in common. But I don't have to tell them everything. So, and if it's an ex, you might entertain it a little bit, but I still don't see you divulging too much. Whoever this person is, they have betrayed you in the past. So you don't trust them. So some of you, like I said, 50% will give them some info, and the other 50 of you, you're going to give them very little. Okay. Queen of Swords to the Page of Pentacles. For the Leos who are currently in a connection, it's successful. What can you tell me about that Queen of Swords? One more shuffle here. Thank you. If you're currently in a connection, Ace of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Magician. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles. Some of you that have been hoping and praying to be able to conceive or expand the family, get married, move in together, whatever it is that you're manifesting in regards to this connection, it looks like you will have success with it. Tell me about that Page of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Seven of Wands, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and we have the Four of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, King of Swords, Ten of Cups. Yeah, if you've had any type of conception issues, I see you overcoming those challenges this year. Someone watching is going to have, what is it called when you have 4 kids? Quadruplets? Quadruplets, right? 4. Yeah, someone here is getting pregnant with 4 kids. Okay, just be mindful of that. I guess that would be most likely if you're you or your partner are utilizing any kind of infertility treatments or fertility treatments. Yeah, so yeah, so some of you very well could have 4 children this year, or maybe you're pregnant at the time of this reading and you know that you're carrying 4 babies. But this looks like success in a current relationship. There might have been some struggles or challenges, and it looks like the two of you particularly, are manifesting success in a relationship, growth in the relationship. But it looks like the two of you are coming together to work on an issue that existed in the relationship. And I don't think it's financial related. I feel like it's more like we're getting engaged, we're getting married, logistics of where we're moving, if we're moving in together, and especially surrounding children. Children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. There's a focus here on the expansion of family. So take those how they resonate to you. But that King of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, this is really, really beautiful energy here in terms of your current relationship growing and expanding and becoming successful. And yeah, in that respect, I could see some people in your life being envious, especially this person here that we mentioned. Now, for those of you looking for someone new, tell me about that Queen of Swords. I'm going to keep it real with you, Leo. That very well could be you and the Queen of Swords, whether you're masculine or feminine, especially if you've left behind any kind of toxic partner. There could be a feeling here on your part of almost like unable to trust someone new because of what you've gone through in the past. Tell me about that Queen of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Queen of Swords is clarified by the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Death card. Death card to the Nine of Cups. There definitely is something here where if you're a single Leo and you're making yourself vulnerable this year, I do see you here meeting someone. They are single, so I'm pretty sure that's twice now in your message that has come out. I just don't see you investing very quickly into the relationship. I think it makes you feel good. But that Queen of Swords to the Six of Pentacles, it's like you will be way more discerning on how much time, love, money, attention, etc. you give to this particular new connection. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles. This person could have a child. They could be a single parent. Tell me about that Page of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Two of Wands. I think you're going to take it slow. I don't think this is not a fool's rush in kind of energy. This is, I like you, you're single, you make me happy, let's take it slow. And again, I think you want success with this relationship. I think you want success. I don't think you want to be burned again. Does it make you happy? Yeah. But Knight of Pentacles to the Four of Swords is very much, it's a very wait and see. And there's a little judgy attitude here on your part, I have to be honest. But I think whatever your last relationship was, it probably was hell for you. So that seems to be why that Two of Wands is like, I'm not running right after that Ace of Pentacles, right? Yeah, the last time I did, Five of Pentacles. I think you're going to take it slow. I also think you're going to even wait a bit before you actually become physically intimate with this person. Again, some of you don't want to feel that sense of loss or abandonment. So it just seems like the relationship feels good. This person's single. Everything seems good on the surface, but the energy here is like, yeah, I fell for that once before. But you do have a partnership coming in. Like I said, they could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They don't have to be. We have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius on the table. I just see you taking it very slow because of past hurt that you had. But I think we've clarified everything. Way more balanced in the year ahead. I love that for you. We'll get you some cards here from the Infinity Oracle deck, and we'll close it out with some advice. I think we covered everything. That person, I just feel like they're on a need-to-know basis. Can we get 3 cards, please, from the Infinity Oracle deck? I was going to say for Leo for 2026. 3 cards fell out. You have separation. I do think you're leaving someone behind. We then have hidden emotions. I'm telling you, that's that person. That's that person. Okay, now I want to dive a little bit deeper on that. And then we have speak your truth. This is you to this new person. For those of you entering a new connection, yeah, you're going to want to have control of this relationship. And I think it's because you're still a bit wounded from whatever the last person did. I just want 3 cards on that hidden emotions, because even if this is an ex, they're like, oh, I heard you, blah, 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 and everything's great. No. Everything's great for you. Everything's not great. Whoever's seems to be cheering you on, or I heard blah, 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 or I'm so happy for you. No, not so much. Not so much. And maybe it is someone here that you are in separation from, like a family member, a friend, or even an ex. Can I get 3 cards on hidden emotions? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Hidden emotions. The 4 of Pentacles, see, holding it to themselves. 2 cards came out. Temperance and the Hermit. That's all silent. There are no sword cards here. And we have the Magician here at the bottom of the deck. 6 of Cups. This is, again, we have the Moon card. So I think this is someone who smiles to your face, whoever they are. I think you've had a lot of conflict with them. There have been various levels of betrayal here, possibly even deception, competition, maybe a third party if this is an ex. I just feel like on the surface, they appear to be very happy for you for this new chapter in your life, but they are keeping to themselves. Yeah, they're keeping to themselves. They're not very happy for your new happy. So just be mindful of that. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. The quarterly readings that the members of the Time Travelers membership program, they're a little bit more detailed. So if you wanted to join the program or just learn more about it, you can find out more in the description box. Otherwise, this seems to be a really good read for you for 2026. Just be mindful of that person. 3 cards of advice here for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements for 2026. Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Knight of Swords, speak your truth. The 5 of Swords shows itself again. That person's going to be a problem. And the 5 of Swords is Aquarius. Oh, and we had the Star card, also Aquarius. And then you have the Moon, again. Bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles. This might be someone, remember the King of Pentacles showed up here for your money. Look, Tower to the 5 of Cups. This is going to go one or two different ways for you. Either this person is jealous of your financial success or, you know, financial abundance this year, or this is an ex who's jealous of you entering a new relationship. Either way, I feel like when they communicate with you, the communication is that they heard about blank and they're very happy for you, but they're not. There's feelings here of loss, feeling defeated, feeling like they lost you for good. This could also be a sibling for someone watching where they feel like you won or something like that. This person has a tremendous amount of insecurities, if that helps you to identify them. That is what I have for you, Leo. That is what I have for you, Leo. That's your little sneak peek for 2026. I think I'll have some more coffee before I get into Virgo's reading. But that is what I have for you, my dear. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.